Okay, it's Ken Dunn, and I'm happy to be back with you in the studio today. Today, I'm excited to have a dear friend of mine, John Haremza, with me. Thanks for being here, John.
Fantastic to be here.
John is an author, a network marketing legend with over 25 years in the industry and in excess of $10 million in career earnings, closer to $14 million.
Yeah, 14, a little over 14 million.
But we're here today to talk about a new book that John is putting together now for launch in the near future called Right or Almost Right.
Right.
So, right. So, John, let's talk a little bit right out of the gate about why, after 25 years and incredible earnings, that you decide to sit down and write a second book about network marketing and your philosophies on it. What made you want to do it?
Well, I think over the 25 years, we all meet, incredibly hardworking people, talented people, seemingly doing everything right. But they're not having the success that they had hoped. And of course, we all learn these lessons, and it's the little subtleties. And so my thought is, are they doing it right or almost right? It's just those minor adjustments that, make all the difference. I mean, from making a little money to a lot of money, struggling or thriving. And so that's really the basis of the book.
Now, of course, what really makes this book special is that it's you writing it, and you've been through those journeys. And I have to assume, although I don't know the details of it, that the beginning of your journey in network marketing probably had its own right or almost right decisions and thoughts going through your mind. It wasn't easy, I imagine, in the beginning.
Well, and I think people look at us, that we've had the level of success that we've had, and they forget, right, where we came from, where we started. I mean, I think back to my very first experience. My background, I was a blue-collar worker, high school education. I have a learning disability. So I went to work in a potato chip factory. I was welding, building, maintaining equipment, things of that nature. My first introduction, and you'd know the company, was a water filter company. And so when I was invited to look, I thought they wanted me to build a display, right? I mean, look at the quality of the product, not get involved in selling. And so I look at my entry into the industry, so I got excited about this little filter that turned this water from tasting bad to good. Right. And all I could see was buying it for $120, selling it for $179, and putting $59 in my pocket. And the way we sold these was, called a puppy dog. You'd get someone to try it, they'd fall in love with it, and they couldn't give it up.
You'd want to come back for it a week later, and they weren't giving it up.
Absolutely. So I bought 4 of these filters, day one when I was introduced. I mean, I was excited. Go knock on some doors, get 3 people to try these things. A week later, I come back. I bring my brother with me for moral support. I sold 1 of the 3 filters. Put $59 in my pocket. I looked at my brother and I said, "Oh my God, I am going to be rich." I mean, and I think, but that's not even why I'm telling you the story, because he wanted to get involved. But all I could see was buying a filter and selling the filter.
Right.
But he's my brother. Right. And I said, okay, you can get involved, but we need to make a pact between us. No one else is to know about this. And so you think about, with that understanding, because, as you're entering this industry and you're excited, but you really don't know or understand. But we all started that way. But if you study the industry as I have, look at the people doing it right, the ones that are struggling, learn those lessons and take it to heart. And that's really, again, what the book is all about. It's all the lessons, the little subtleties, because it's frustrating seeing these people out there working hard and not having a success.
So really what you're saying is it wasn't just that you had the struggles that everybody does getting started, but your whole mindset was completely screwed up about what network marketing is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was like, why in the world would I want to bring someone into the business and create my own competition? I mean, all I was selling was a product, and it was probably about 90 days. I attended an event, and at that event, got excited, went up to the speaker, told him how excited I was that I was going to go out and knock on these doors and place some filters. And he said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I'm knock on doors, place these filters." And he said, "Listen," I made $200,000 last year. If you told me I had to knock on a door to do it, I would have never done it.
Wow.
He said, "Who's your upline?" I told him. He says, "You know what? You're actually my downline." He invited me up to his room and he explained the concept of leverage.
And the light came on.
Complete paradigm shift. I went from selling a product to selling a product with a business opportunity.
Yeah.
And my life completely turned around. A few months later, I'm full-time.
So in the book, Right or Almost Right, it almost denotes that it really is just a subtle difference between people that have radical success and those that struggle. Is that what you're trying to tell people?
Absolutely. And it's not just in network marketing. I mean, it's in life, right? I mean, every decision we make has an impact on the outcome of our life. It's two people, identical circumstances, two different decisions, two different outcomes. Right. And it's the same thing. I mean, we're out there. I mean, it's simple as doing a three-way phone call, right? Are you doing it at the right time? Are you talking too much? It's these little subtleties, these little adjustments that make all of the difference. And again, that's what I try to articulate throughout the book is really breaking down exactly what they think is right and what I know to be right.
Right. And from having read the manuscript through the process, you actually nailed it. So people who are going to get the most value out of this book are people that still know network marketing is real, that believe in the big vision of it and the future of it, that know it can work, but they're just not getting it.
Exactly.
And you're going to show them through real examples, what I love the best about it, real examples about pretty well anything that they could be doing wrong and how just a subtle adjustment can give them all the success they're looking for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's, and even some of us that have been around for a long time, I think, may make some little adjustments.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that person that believes they're working hard, but they're not having the success and they're frustrated, I'm hoping to clear that picture, to make that minor adjustment that makes everything change for them.
So whenever I get a chance to talk to somebody about their books, I always love to ask them probably what I believe to be one of the most important questions about books. And that is that when a book goes on to be great and becomes one of these classics, and you end up in a conversation about them, most often they're remembered for just one simple thing. So if I think one of my favorite books is Seth Godin's Linchpin, I always think about linchpin. The first thing that comes to mind is shipping. You got to get things out the door. In any book, it's always the same way. Mm-hmm. What's the one thing that 20 years ago, 20 years from now, after somebody's read your book, Right or Almost Right, what are they going to remember?
Well, I think just the principle of right or almost right, of the small subtleties making an enormous difference. And it's not something big. Again, it's just the little tweaks, the little adjustments. So I hope as they think back of the book and the impact it may have had on their life or the success that they're now experiencing, right, of those minor adjustments, how big of a difference it made.
I've been here today with John Haremza. He is a network marketing legend and, of course, multi-millionaire earner. But now he's also the author of Right or Almost Right, an incredible book that's going to help people at any level of success or not quite success yet have fun and make money in network marketing. John, if these guys want to get a hold of you, where can they find you on the internet?
Well, johnharemza.com is, obviously a great way to reach me and learn a little bit more about me. I probably can't give my cell number out, but
yeah.
but
unless you don't want to.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm a very approachable person,
yeah,
and I talk to anybody. I have all this information, and I want to share it with people.
Fantastic. Thanks for dropping by.